If your organization runs Dell VxRail, it is important to understand one thing clearly. Dell support does not cover everything. Dell ProSupport can be valuable for hardware and platform support, but your team is still responsible for VMware licensing, daily operations, workload performance, backup, disaster recovery, and many production issues. VxRail is a hyperconverged infrastructure platform built around Dell hardware and VMware technologies like vSphere, vSAN, and vCenter. Because VxRail involves hardware, virtualization, storage, lifecycle management, and licensing, support responsibilities are often split between different parties. VxRail is designed to simplify infrastructure, but the support model can still be complicated. There are hardware issues, VMware software issues, lifecycle management issues, and operational responsibilities that do not always fall into one clean support bucket. Dell ProSupport generally covers Dell hardware and platform-related support. Examples include failed drives, NX, power supplies, motherboards, and parts replacement. Dell also supports VxRail Manager, lifecycle management updates, firmware update bundles, and platform integration issues. ProSupport Plus may include additional features, but the core distinction remains the same. Dell primarily supports the hardware and the VxRail platform layer. Dell can help replace failed hardware and support the VxRail platform integration layer, and that matters. But it does not mean Dell owns every issue inside your environment. Your team usually owns day-to-day operations for the cluster and its workloads. Responsibilities include VMware or Broadcom licensing, vSphere and vSAN administration, VM provisioning, and workload sizing. Your team must handle performance tuning, backup, and disaster recovery planning, and network architecture outside the cluster. Security hardening, patch testing, capacity planning, and change management are also typically customer responsibilities. Dell may replace a failed drive, but your team is still responsible for understanding why workloads are slow and whether backups are working. The difficult problems are rarely just a failed part. They usually span hardware, firmware, vSAN, VxRail Manager, and operational state of the cluster. End of support life, or EOSL, is one of the biggest gaps you will face when a VxRail generation ages out of official support. Once a VxRail generation reaches EOSL, Dell may stop offering Pro support even if the hardware still works well. VMware and Broadcom licensing changes are another major area of concern as organizations reevaluate renewals and pricing. Complex incidents that cross hardware, firmware, hypervisor, storage, and management layers often frustrate standard support escalation. Third-party maintenance can help extend the useful life of VxRail hardware after OEM support ends or when costs are prohibitive. TPM may include hardware break fix, parts replacement, on-site dispatch, engineering support, and lifecycle and migration planning. Third-party maintenance does not replace VMware or Broadcom licensing, which remains a separate commercial responsibility. A strong TPM partner can help during support transitions, plan migrations, and provide engineering resources for EOSL systems. Complex incidents still often require a partner who understands both Dell hardware and VMware software to reduce time to resolution. Maven IT Solutions specializes in complex VxRail support situations, EOSL planning, TPM coordination, and multi-vendor incident resolution. We can help with lifecycle planning, migration strategies, performance troubleshooting, and aligning licensing and support during transitions. If you manage VxRail in production, having a partner who knows where Dell support ends and customer responsibility begins can save time and reduce risk. Contact Maven IT Solutions to discuss VxRail support gaps, EOSL strategies, TPM options, and tailored support models. Understanding the boundaries of Dell support and your own responsibilities is the first step to maintaining resilient VxRail infrastructure.